In this module, we will talk about, or we will continue to talk about SHRM implications, management as a control perspective on the creation, on the sharing, and on the development of knowledge. So, there are no formally published rules or procedures governing knowledge management in an informal context. You can't find that there are some explicit. Now, I have to use this word so you understand what is the difference between explicit and tacit. So, there are no explicit rules that these are the rules you follow, and as a result, there will be a knowledge sharing, knowledge transformation, or knowledge transfer, or a knowledge creation. Unfortunately, you can't have those rules that can be used like as a prescription in your organization. So, for example, the direct control organizations, they try to have a direct control and indirect control. We will talk about this as an SHRM implications. So, behavior is guided by a tacit understanding between the members. These are the individuals' behavior in an organization. Behaviors, आपको पता होगा, we have been repeatedly saying that that refers to actions rather than the attitude. What is in your mind? How do you see things? What you value? What you prefer? So this is your attitude, and behavior is your action. And there may not be always a synergy or the relationship between the behavior and your attitude may not be very synchronized. और इन अदर वर्ड्स आप ये नहीं कह सकते कि जैसा आपका एटीट्यूड होगा दैट विल रिजल्ट इन द सेम बिहेवियर. So your attitude may be different and behavior may be different. For example, you value honesty, but in behavior, you may not. Or you value you value coming on time, but in behavior, you may not, or one may not. So this is why formal networks are fundamentally and conceptually different from the informal social networks. There exists contrasting perspective on knowledge management strategies, that management as a control perspective or management as a facilitation perspective. So, in this particular module, we will talk about this perspective, that management as a control perspective. So, the HR function has a limited input to strategic management of the organization, and because of these limitations, so standardized performance appraisal, performance and training rather than development are emphasized. For example, when you are really appraising someone's performance, it is not very easy to monitor how much knowledge has been shared or created or developed by someone within an organization. So, formal induction and training interventions that focus on socialization and employability. This is what HR professionals can do when they are inducting somebody or when they are hiring somebody in the organization. They can see the behavior of that person or attitude of that person towards knowledge management and knowledge sharing and what someone possesses. So, reward and recognition schemes based on individual performance. So definitely you try to, these practices are in a direct control to knowledge management processes and knowledge sharing processes. When people are rewarded for their behavior, and when people are rewarded for their social networking within the organization. So this is something which is definitely the role of HR professionals. So retention of knowledge worker through reward and incentives, as I said in the very, very beginning of this chapter, that this is now considered as a core competence or a core capabilities of organizations to manage the knowledge workers. So when we are talking about to manage the knowledge workers, so the one particular aspect is retention of knowledge workers, because those who are employees and they are doing a labor part of jobs in different organizations, it is as compared to the knowledge workers, they are easy to retain. Knowledge workers are comparatively, fairly speaking, are difficult to retain because it is not the reward that can help you to retain those employees. It is the overall culture of the organization. It is the overall the social system in the organization. It is the overall processes in the organization, how things work here. So knowledge workers are more where they can, for example, if they don't have the opportunities to demonstrate their knowledge or practice their knowledge or to apply their knowledge, when organizations lack this type of culture, rewards may not work in these organizations to retain the knowledge workers. They may flee to or they may move to some other organizations because this is what they are or they are known for. So, standardized work practices and routines and procedures can facilitate in an organization in terms of managing the knowledge. Thank you.